My brain betrayed me every single day. I'd sit down to work, then snap back to reality 20 minutes later, mindlessly scrolling, heart racing with panic. My attention span had disintegrated into fragments, and I felt like a prisoner in my own mind. Then I uncovered what neuroscientists had been hiding in plain sight, a discovery that shattered everything I believed about focus. This wasn't another productivity hack. This revelation would hijack my brain's wiring and rebuild it from scratch. But first, you need to understand what's really happening inside your skull. Your brain wages war against you every second. For millions of years, our ancestors survived by scanning for predators, constantly vigilant, never still. That hypervigilant state kept them alive. Now it's murdering your ability to concentrate. Every ping, flash, and random thought triggers the same primal alarm system. Your brain screams at you to stay alert while you desperately try to focus on one thing. The battle rages inside your skull, and you're losing. But what if this ancient enemy could become your greatest weapon? The mechanism that's destroying you might be the very thing that saves you. Focus isn't about willpower, it's about biology declaring war on itself. Your prefrontal cortex fights against millions of years of evolution, shrieking at you to notice everything, everywhere, all at once. Every distraction strengthens the enemy. Every time you surrender to your wandering mind, you carve deeper grooves into neural pathways that crave chaos. You're building superhighways directly to destruction, and each day these roads grow stronger, faster, more irresistible. Your brain becomes addicted to its own sabotage. But this same mechanism holds the key to your salvation. The real question is, do you know how to reverse the addiction? Everyone attacks focus the wrong way. They download apps, buy planners, and try to bulldoze their way through with raw determination. They're fighting their biology instead of recruiting it as an ally. I wasted months white-knuckling through work sessions, my jaw clenched, my mind screaming for escape. Frustration consumed me as I watched others effortlessly slip into deep concentration. Then I realized I was asking the wrong question entirely. Instead of how do I force myself to focus, I should have been asking, how do I make my brain hungrier for focus? The answer would detonate everything I thought I knew. What I discovered next changed the game completely. Neuroplasticity holds the secret. Your brain physically reshapes itself based on what you repeatedly feed it. But here's the cruel irony. Most people unknowingly train their brains for chaos. Every task switch, phone check, and mental drift strengthens the neural networks that devour your attention. Your brain becomes a dopamine junkie, craving constant hits of novelty, rejecting the sustained effort that builds success. You don't lack willpower. You've accidentally programmed your brain to self-destruct. But if you can train your brain to crave distraction, you can reprogram it to crave focus. The method will shock you. It's not what you think it is. The most powerful technique doesn't add anything. It surgically removes what's killing you. Focus isn't built through meditation or breathing exercises, though those help. Focus is forged through cognitive load management. Your brain possesses finite processing power, and you're hemorrhaging 80% of it on mental garbage. But when you systematically eliminate these cognitive parasites, something extraordinary erupts. Your brain doesn't just become more focused, it becomes ravenous for deep work. The thing that once tortured you becomes the thing you desperately crave. Here's exactly how I made this impossible transformation happen. This exact protocol saved my mind. First, I built cognitive fortresses, sacred times and spaces where my brain knew deep work was the only reality. No notifications, no multiple tabs, no escape routes. Just one task and complete environmental dominance. Second, I weaponized my brain's reward system, celebrating every focused session with immediate gratification. Third, I mastered attention residue elimination, spending 2 minutes between tasks completely purging my mind of previous thoughts. Within 3 weeks, my brain began hunting for these focused sessions instead of fleeing from them. What happened next defied everything I thought was possible. The transformation struck like lightning. By week 4, I could work for hours without my phone even existing in my consciousness. My brain had rewired itself to prefer sustained attention over cheap stimulation. The anxiety of trying to concentrate vanished, replaced by the pure satisfaction of mental flow. What I thought was a character defect was actually a training failure. Your brain adapts with ruthless efficiency, but it demands the right conditions. These techniques aren't productivity tricks. They're brain surgery protocols based on decades of neuroscience. If you're exhausted from feeling scattered, if you're ready to experience what your mind can achieve when it fights for you instead of against you, then stop battling your biology and start commanding it. Your focused future self is waiting to be born. Subscribe to Mindset Shift for more content like this that will transform how you think, focus, and succeed.